We go to Universal a lot and we see so many things people are doing wrong. These things can cause you to miss out on opportunities, cost you more money than needed, or are just rude and could cause others to have a bad time. We're going to tell you our top 10 things not to do at Universal. Starting out at number 10, our first don't is something you need to do even before heading to the park. Don't forget to pack all of your necessities. Make sure to pack some water because you are going to need it. It gets hot and you need to stay hydrated. You can refill your water bottles at the Coke Freestyle machines throughout the park for free. You can even go to some of the food booths that serve drinks and ask for a cup of water. This is also free and it helps you stay hydrated without costing you a lot of extra money. Be sure to pack other items such as a portable charger and charger cord. You should be using the Universal app a lot, checking wait times, using the map, seeing show times, looking at restaurant menus, and doing all of this could drain your phone battery pretty quickly. It's good to have a charger and a cord so you can keep that phone charged and working. You're in Florida, so don't forget your sunscreen. The parks get hot and you can easily burn without even realizing it. Oh, and when applying your sunscreen, don't spray sunscreen while standing in line. Yes, we've seen this, and a lady was fogging the entire line that she was standing in as she was applying her sunscreen. Find an area with no one around it to apply it. Others will be very appreciative of this, and there are sunglasses too. When packing, remember to pack any medications that you may need for the day. This not only includes your prescription medications, but Tylenol for headaches, especially if you have kids, ibuprofen for soreness, motion sick medication like Dramamine. I would also recommend packing a small poncho. This is Florida, so when it's not raining, it's going to be sunny and hot, so be prepared. If you plan on riding water rides and you don't like being wet, also you might want to consider packing a change of clothes and any motion sick oils that you may use. And just for good measure, throw in a couple of band-aids, just in case. If you forget any of these common over-the-counter medications or you need a band-aid, don't panic. You can get some at the first aid station. These are located at different areas around the park and can be found using your Universal app. I carry a lot of camera gear with me, so I also pack a small trash bag to put my backpack in. Some rides like Popeyes doesn't have lockers, but has a little semi-dry area in the middle of the ride vehicle. Because it does get wet, I'll put my bag into a trash bag just to provide extra protection so I don't have to miss out on a ride and chance my camera gear getting wet. This is also good if it starts raining because, hey, it is Florida and you never know. Coming in at number 9 is don't overfill your bags. I know we've mentioned several things to bring, but these items are small and altogether they won't take up much room. The reason not to overfill your bag is locker space. You can use these small lockers for free, but the larger lockers do cost extra. They are only a couple dollars, but when you can use free ones, why pay for larger lockers? Just look for a locker section that is displaying a green light. If you see a green light on that section, then the lockers are available. If you see a red light, all the lockers in that section are taken. Just keep this in mind when looking for a locker. Number 8 is don't buy refillable mugs at the hotels, especially if you plan on spending most of your time at the park. They cannot be used at the parks and only at the hotels. This works both ways. The ones at the parks cannot be used at the hotel. Now, this is fine if you plan on spending most of your time using the hotel amenities and less time at the park. However, if you think that these can be used at both locations, you're going to be disappointed. The freestyle machines at the hotel will give you free water. I would recommend using your refillable park cup and getting free water or purchasing a drink if you want something different. This will save you money in the long run. Number 7, don't discount the rides just because you heard bad things about them. Ride everything and see for yourself. Everyone has a different opinion when it comes to rides, so why should you let others make that decision for you? Go try them out and see for yourself. I really don't like the Fast and Furious ride. I think it should be scrapped and something else put there, but some people love it. Don't take my opinion, go see how bad it is for yourself. Seriously, it's good to experience everything and try all of the rides. I think you'll be surprised. Here's a little bonus tip that goes along with the don't ride section. don't procrastinate and ride everything that you really want to ride. The longer you put it off, the longer the lines and wait times get, and the longer you're in the park walking around, the more tired you're going to get, and you may not ever do them. Make a plan of the things you really want to do and go do them. The number 6 don't is don't forget to look for hidden Easter eggs while in the queue lines. Many of these lines have hidden Easter eggs tying in old attractions into the new ones. These can be found throughout the park. There are many cool set designs and displays through the queue lines that will help set the scene for the ride. The number 5 don't, and I've seen this several times, especially when the park is busy. Don't try skipping the regular line to get into the express line. They will kick you out. The lines were extremely long on our last trip, and we saw several people get past the first express checkpoint and then jump the regular line to get into the express line. There are more than one checkpoint, and they do scan your express pass closer to the front. Of course, it wasn't long before these folks came back and had to get into the back of the line, so don't try this. It's just going to make your wait time that much longer. My number 4 don't is if you don't have express pass, then don't sleep in. The lines are shorter in the morning and you're able to ride more in a shorter amount of time. Most people head straight to Hagrid's or the Velocicoaster, so if you don't plan on riding those, you should have a shorter wait time at all of the other rides. Use early park admission to get in even earlier before the regular crowds get there. There are 3 ways to get early park admission: stay at a Universal hotel, become an annual pass holder, or did you know by purchasing your tickets through a travel agent, or also known as a travel advisor, that you get early park admission automatically. So if you don't want to stay at a Universal hotel, or you don't want to purchase annual passes, just purchase your tickets through a travel advisor and you will get early park admission. Don't number 3 is don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get lost in the excitement of Universal. You can easily wear yourself out and become exhausted in the heat of the day. I would recommend getting dining reservations in the middle of the day during the hottest part. This will allow you to cool off inside and relax for an hour or so before going back to the parks. It's typically easier to get reservations in the middle of the day rather than in the evening. You can make these reservations online. The best way to do this is just Google Universal Orlando dining reservations. Go to the link with Universal Orlando Resort and find the restaurant you want. Speaking of dining reservations, here is a bonus tip. Don't forget to make dining reservations during the busiest months, especially restaurants at City Walk and in the park like Mythos and Islands of Adventure. These can fill up fast. If you want to eat at Big Fire, Margaritaville, Tucson, Vivo Italian, or any of the popular restaurants in City Walk, you're going to need a reservation. You can make these the exact same way I just showed you, and you can do it weeks and even sometimes months in advance. Number 2, don't skip out on the shows. There are several shows around Universal and they are all great. These are not only good entertainment but a great way to take a break and relax for a bit. Go watch the Born Stuntacular or the always funny horror makeup show. You can see the cute animal actors show. They also have smaller shows located around the park like the Tales of Beetle the Bard or the Tri-Wizard Spirit Rally or even the Frog Choir. Check your app for show times and locations so you don't miss out on these. So number 1 don't forget about Diagon Alley. I've seen so many people walk by this and not even realize what was behind these walls. Be sure to go back here and explore this area. There is also Nocturne Alley that is hidden back here. Don't miss out on this area either. It has Bergen & Burke's store and several interactive one attractions. You can go grab a bite at the Leaky Cauldron or get a butter beer or even a real beer over at the Hopping Pot located in the corner. This is the area with the fire-breathing dragon. The dragon is on a timer and goes off about every 10 minutes. Right under the dragon is a must-ride attraction, the Escape from Gringotts. This is a fun roller coaster and 3D experience. There's so much to do here, from food, rides, shows, shops, and just the overall experience that you don't want to miss out on. While we're on the topic of Harry Potter, did you know that they have a Harry Potter experience at both parks? The best way to get the full experience is on the Hogwarts Express. There are two different experiences on the Hogwarts Express, and to see them both, you need to ride it from the islands to Universal Studio and from Studio back to islands to get this full experience. The best time to do this is earlier in the morning or later in the afternoon. Most people are just getting to the park and are not ready to change parks yet, or it's in the afternoon and they have already switched. This is a perfect time to get on the train and enjoy the experiences. Ride the train to one park, get off, and then ride it back over. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next adventure.